Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Khaled and I'm a self-taught artist, and I share my experiences and some of the tips and tricks that I learned in my channel here. Today I wanted to talk about comments and criticism, how to give good constructive criticism, and how to deal with the comments that we receive online. So I mentioned comments and construction criticism, and so what is the difference? A comment could be anything that anyone says about your art. It can be good or bad. Criticism, on the other hand, may sound bad, but I think when we learn how to give and ask for good criticism or constructive ones, we will be able to learn much faster. So the word constructive here is very important. So the constructive criticism would be, for example, an observation or a comment about the art that will help the receiver improve as an artist. A comment, on the other hand, could be a positive or negative thing or a negative statement. For example, this piece looks good, great work, I don't like this drawing, I've seen better art, you're not good. Or sometimes it can even get more personal. But that's not the point here. But the point that I'm trying to say is that comments, good or bad, doesn't help us improve. Doesn't give us something that we can work on. Of course, it's nice to hear people like our art and give us compliment, but I wouldn't rely on it to improve or feed my ego. For example, on social media, we receive comments all the time. But it's not common to receive constructive criticism. These comments, especially the negative ones, sometimes affect the artist, affects us very much, and may cause some people to stop drawing or even post their art. And I really believe that we should always try to support each other and help others improve. So whenever we're here or whenever we feel the need to put a comment, let's try to put ourselves on the receiving end of that comment to make sure that what we put out there is good and is not really attacking the person or attacking the art. So how do we do that exactly? How do we give criticism or constructive criticism without it being received as a negative comment? Because we're trying to help the other person by giving or pointing out something that they can work on or improve at. But I think the most important thing to realize is that not everyone wants to receive the criticism. Not everyone is asking for it. We need to understand and try and understand if the person posting the art is asking for criticism or not. For example, if you go to my Instagram page, I write that I am learning the fundamentals of art. So because I am publicly saying this, it is likely that I am actively trying to learn, and I would appreciate some feedback and some tips or some criticism to see what I can work on and improve. So try and understand if the person that posts their art or showing you their art, are they asking for criticism or not? Are they just happy with what they are? Are they just doing it for fun and that's really what it is? And they really don't need to hear your criticism, or they're not looking for it. So how to give the criticism? I think when we want to give the criticism, when we want to give the feedback, it's important to be specific, explain how to improve, provide support and encouragement, and it would also be nice to point out a good thing about the drawing so that the person receiving it doesn't only think there are negatives in their art or drawing, and they will receive their criticism much better and they will see it and try and work on it to improve. Now, I also wanted to talk about the receiver, if we are on the receiving end of the feedback or criticism. The way I look at it is that I read the comments and criticism and try to find the facts in it. It's important to know and differentiate between what someone writes. Is it just their feeling? Are they just writing anything they're feeling about? Or are there some facts in it that I can work on? If I can't find any facts in it or anything that will help me, then it's best not to give the comment any value. And I say this especially for social media. We don't really know who's giving the comment. Do they know anything about art? Do they have any background? Do they know how to give feedback? Is their opinion valid or not? So it's good to always remember to take the facts and try to see how you can apply it to better your art. And not everything that is said is valid. So we need to be very objective, take out the facts, and try and analyze it and see if we can apply it. And finally, how to ask for criticism or how to ask for feedback. There's a lot of ways to do this. So online, there's a lot of online community for artists that you can join and post your art and ask for feedback. For example, there's lots of Facebook groups, there's lots of Discord communities. So try to find a community that you like, and then you can, in those communities, you can post your art and ask for feedback. And maybe it will be helpful to ask for specific feedback. For example, if you're working on proportions or studying proportions, maybe ask feedback on that and be specific and say, I've been working on proportions. Can you give me feedback on what you think and help me improve? Or for example, if you're working on a drawing and you're just not sure what to think of it, you're not very happy with it, so you can ask for composition advice. Maybe someone can give you advice on that rather than on the proportions of the drawing, for example. So there's lots of ways to ask for feedback, but the online community is one way, and just remember to be mindful on who is giving the feedback and just taking the facts. I know that hearing negative comments and feedback can sometimes be difficult, but I really think that if we ask for it properly from the right people and be part of a community that can help us and help others improve, then we will be able to improve our art much faster because others might be able to point out small changes and adjustments that we can do that will help us and have huge effects on our art. Sometimes these feedbacks are very small and we don't realize it. And as soon as someone points it out, suddenly our art is improved hugely. And that's why I think it's important to ask for feedback. I hope you like this video, and I hope that you are always encouraged to learn and draw. If you like this video, you might also like the video where I talk about the main reasons why your art might not be improving and how to overcome those challenges. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.